Hi everyone, and welcome to the energy update from April 23rd till 30th, 2023. My name is Heike. I'm sensitive for energies and I would love to share with you what my guides told me for that week. The first topic is relationships on fire. And well, it sounds dramatic, but it doesn't have to be. So it just totally depends on you, and I have total faith in you. So it's all about the eclipse season energies, and yeah, we're in between the eclipses. One is on the 20th of April, that's a solar eclipse, new beginning, new moon. And the other one is a lunar eclipse on the 5th of May. So this is a culmination, it is a definite change. Both of them are definite changes, but it's more internal and it's something that's coming to an end. So, apart from that, we've got Mercury going into retrograde on April 21st, and we know what that means. So, it's very important to make sure to not enter into any conflict or create conflict or misunderstanding. So be very much aware of your communication, cautious and slow, and also to maintain healthy boundaries is very helpful in this time. So no acting or reacting impulsively, that could bring you exactly what you don't want. So a lot of self-reflection rather than acting things out. And I think we've had that in the past week as well. So if you feel triggered by anything, go inside, find the roots of it, and also, just eliminate it. Yeah, you can do it. And if you are unsure about this, then just check out the energy update from last week. And there is the recipe of how to do this. Okay, so if you notice that conflict is near, or you have something of this misunderstandings or impulsiveness or anything in your relationship, because it can come up now, then it's very helpful to have a conversation, to really sit down and have a conversation and be prepared. Whether it's a romantic relationship or family or work, be prepared. Have clear intentions, and then, cautiously managing those energies and listen more than talking. Also, just try to be open, because if you are open, you stand a good chance that you can deepen that relationship and that the bond grows stronger. And well, if not, we already talked about that. So just be very mindful and very cautious, and also remember that Mercury retrograde is the perfect time for ex-partners to turn up again, and also have clear what you want then. Maybe listening to this, you're already prepared for it. So okay, Mercury retrogrades in Taurus, so that's all about values, and it's all about your self-esteem and your self-worth. So very important to have that clear also, and to know that if you feel triggered, it may be something triggering really your self-worth, your self-esteem, and think of how you can improve on that and how you can strengthen yourself, empower yourself. Also, we're more focused on career, work, stability and all this than on relationships this month. And of course, that's also very important to have in mind, because nobody wants to feel like they are second choice. So if a conversation is important to have, make sure it's a priority and the other person feels like a priority too in that moment, and not, okay, it's just what we have to deal with. Yeah, so that's the first one. The second one, quite often, or as quite often, quite connected. We thinking about what we did a year ago, or where we were a year ago. At least here, we were not allowed to do many things. People were not allowed to travel. They were not allowed to leave town, basically. So although it was not anymore lockdown, we had something very similar, and especially certain parts of society were really discriminated against, obviously by some laws, because there was some manipulation going on, as we all know. So it meant that we were restricted to what we were allowed to do, and we were not allowed to leave our town, basically. So people had to stay at home, and the energy gathered like this, and of course it will go forward and fast and quick. And we all know, we've seen that in March, and we're still seeing it in April with these eclipses. But as Mercury is in Taurus, that can be really, really slow down everything, and it may feel like really sticky, slow energy and frustrating at times. So make sure you don't go into that trap, but to understand that with this energy we're called into self-reflection. Also, we're called to pause, to take a break, because we've had these fast energies, and nobody can run can do the sprint, which usually comes at the end of a run, all the time. We need to rest, and we need to recharge and renew, and to also maybe rethink some things. So this is the time, and it's also the time to take good care of our body. So we have healthy nutrition, drink more water, healthy kind of exercise. Maybe you want to check out my free feel-good workout, Heike, on YouTube. Go into nature. That's always the thing. And really be healthy. Try to be healthy, and to think healthy thoughts, have healthy emotions, and notice when something is triggering you, when something comes up that is not a good thought. Where does it come from? And then change it, because you can. So it can be also a little bit difficult in this time to know where to put your energy into, or where to invest into, because you may feel vaguely insecure, because you feel triggered and you're lacking clarity. That's a typical Mercury retro thing. So, you may want to wait until this is over, which is by mid-May. So don't pressurize yourself to make decisions, or to do anything, basically. Of course you need to work. Of course you can always do what you always do when Mercury is retro, no problem. Also, if you have long-term plans, that's not a problem, but the new is a problem, or can be. So just have that in mind. So it's like they said, make sure to not take big life decisions in that time. You can big life decisions, you don't have to make them from one day to the other. You can just wait a little bit, and that's the advice. Okay, so the message from the masters. It says that some people have built muscles over the past years with all these revelations and insights which came And for some people who have been living, well, some people have been quite ignorant. Yes, frankly, otherwise we would be lying. Some people have been living quite ignorantly and have not been questioning anything. But for whatever reasons they didn't do that. With now this energy of the eclipses, things will get revealed and can't be ignored anymore. I don't know what's going to come up, but I know we're in for some heavy stuff. Let's put it this way. So it's important to help one another and to not point your finger at someone like, oh, you've only been watching the news all the time, you got manipulated. Well, it's for a reason, and everyone experiences what they want to experience, and maybe we are also in a place where we experienced something that, you know, you could point your finger at and say, well, that was stupid, you know, why did you not think, you know? So it's really important to help one another and to know how blessed you are if you could take all this one step at a time and were not forced like from heaven to hell, into hell, you know? I think you know what I'm trying to say. So it's really important to help one another and to be grateful for what you experienced, what you learned, and what you are still learning from all this amazing transitional times that we're presently living in. So just checking my notes. So affirmations can help you, and moving routines can help you. As I'm repeating, my Feel Good Workout Heike Bartels is free on YouTube. So just see what helps you, or writing a decree, and then go for that. Okay, thank you very much for listening and for being here. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do that, because I am really doing this for you and for this community, and the more people benefiting from this, the better it is. And I really appreciate that. So people can get the help and know where to find it, because it goes up on, you know how YouTube works. Yeah, so we have to have a certain amount of subscribers. Thank you. Okay, so lots and lots of love from my guides and from myself, and we all see you back here again next week.